vinegars and sauces that I keep. Vinegars and sauces typically do not expire. So this is the one thing where I think, you know, it's okay if you buy a couple more of, because they're not gonna go bad. So vinegars, of course, I make vinaigrettes out of them. And vinaigrettes are not just for dressing salad greens. You can throw them into a grain bowl. You can use those vinaigrettes to put as a sauce over proteins, for vegetables. Lots of different uses for them. So the vinegars that I keep, this balsamic vinegar, I use this a lot. This forms a great base for a vinaigrette. We put on lots of salads, put on fruit even, lots of meats and stuff. So a balsamic vinegar. Red wine vinegar, this is your kind of base for a classic French vinaigrette with some shallots, some Dijon mustard, some olive oil, and you've got a really great French vinaigrette. So other things that I keep in this pantry, so soy sauce, use a lot of that. I actually have a big bottle, big like jug of it that you can't see up there that I use to refill the smaller bottle. And then fish sauce. So this is a classic pantry essential for Thai and Vietnamese cooking, Southeast Asian cooking, but you can use it for a lot more. You can use this to add just that umami, salty flavor to just about anything. So if you take a store-bought box of chicken stock and you add a couple of tablespoons of this, it will just make it taste so much richer and deeper. So I highly recommend getting this, even if you're not into Southeast Asian cooking. This is a really great alternative to just always using salt. So same thing with soy sauce. If you add a little bit of soy sauce into a stock, that really helps make it feel just a lot more flavorful. So I also keep some sweeteners here. I've got white sugar and brown sugar. To be very honest, I never use the white sugar. I'm not a baker, so I don't take sugar in my coffee. So whenever I need a little bit of sweetness, I usually put a little bit of brown sugar in there, and I always recommend using a little bit of sweetness to round out the flavors and things. I know that there's this huge campaign against sugar, but I always I put about a teaspoon into a large dish. I feel like it's, not gonna kill me or anything. But it just helps balance out other flavors, so just add a little bit of sugar and things. So brown sugar, I also use maple syrup, which is in my fridge, and then I have a jar of honey, and sometimes I use that. So that was my cupboard. Now I'm gonna show you the oils. So I actually have the oils right here on this little Lazy Susan for easy access, because I'm just, I've got the stove right here, so I can always just reach over, grab my oils. We'll talk more about that in making an efficient workspace. Here I've got, I only keep 3 cooking oils. You can keep a ton of oils. There's so many oils out there, but oils do go rancid. That is one, so I don't recommend buying a ton of oils. I recommend buying exactly what you need. And for most people, that is a 1 high heat oil and 1 better oil that they might want to use raw, for salad dressings, to tip bread in. In that case, what I would do is get a canola oil, which is good for high heat. It's a healthy oil. The other high heat oil that I use actually is grapeseed. I use them interchangeably. And then I keep a third oil, which is a really good olive oil. This is a more expensive bottle, but it's something that I don't, that lasts me a long time. I use it for my salad dressings. I typically use it when there's not gonna be a lot of heat applied to it. I feel like when you put a lot of heat on these nicer oils, you lose a lot of that flavor. So what's the point of, buying expensive oil to lose a lot of that flavor? So those are the 3 oils, and then I have a little cooking spray that I use on pans and just to create a non-stick surface. So the other thing that I keep here that a cooking lesson client told me about is this thing called Better Than Bouillon. Don't judge me. I know that some people really judge about these processed things. I don't use it that frequently, but sometimes when I'm in a pinch and I've actually run out of chicken stock, which is rare, I do use this, and I do use this also to when I want some more flavor in a soup I'm making, I'll add a little teaspoon of this. So she recommended this particular brand to me. They come in, this is the chicken base, but it also comes in beef and seafood, I'm sure, and vegetables. And when I'm making chicken rice, so when I really want a very deep flavor in some rice that I'm making, I put a couple tablespoons of this into the water.